Hey y'all, and welcome back to episode 10 of the Joy of Life Challenge. So, oh my god, we're actually on episode 10 now, that's double digits. So that's interesting. Laura has to mop this, doesn't work anyway. So it's been a while, both since I last recorded and since we saw Laura. So it's been a couple of days since she had her gig. I'd say it's been about like 3 days maybe. But yeah, in case you haven't seen that episode, I know that could be for several reasons, obviously. But I also saw that, funnily enough, it's been restricted in some countries, and that's just because I used like 40-second clip of a Coldplay song. Like, dude, that's a little bit extreme. But anyway, in case you haven't seen that episode, we've actually celebrated a birthday, or we've been invited to a kid's birthday because Laura had to bake there, and she did get a pretty penny for it, so that directly went into her savings account because, as you'll know, she wants to move out of this apartment because, as you can see, it's pretty run down. The TV isn't working. The fridge was also broken just a couple of minutes ago. This electricity box, I don't really trust it. And yeah, basically, she just wants to move out because this apartment isn't giving and it's kind of a safety hazard. So yeah, there's that. We will actually be looking at apartments in this episode, so be prepared for that. Laura has kind of scheduled some meetings with a real estate agent, and they will be looking at 2 apartments in total, which she's really excited for. But right now it's snowing a lot, so I don't even know how she will get there because I think the roads are gonna be very slippery. But for now, we actually have to make some cupcakes because, as you all know from the last episode, the dad of the girl whose birthday it was, he actually recommended Laura some contacts he had that are related to baking and all that stuff. So she actually got in contact with a local bakery, and they kind of want her to bake some cupcakes for them. And basically, then she can just sell them there. And obviously, they will also get some profit. But yeah, it's a real interesting opportunity for her. So she definitely wants to do that. And something's broken again. Do you see this? Oh my god, it's the mixer. I'm just gonna replace that. And oh, I don't have a UI cheats in. Anyway, we will be making some cupcakes for now. Can we please just appreciate all the new recipes that came recently? Like, we have this Filipino dessert, we have some spooky cookies. I don't even know if some of them are like, you know how you like get a special edition if you play The Sims 3 and The Sims 4 and The Sims 2 or something before, like, I don't know if those come from that kind of thing, but look, see, we have watermelon salad. We have this. I don't even know what that is, but it looks interesting. And it's vegetarian. Like, we have halakha, we have this. We have this. We have aubergine parmesan. Oh my god. We have so many interesting things. We have Nafi. Nafi tastes so good, y'all. I ate Nafi once and it was heaven. For now, we'll just make some strawberry fizzy cupcakes, and then later we can maybe make some other cupcakes. But yeah, for now, we will stick with those. Can we just talk about how much I love cooking in The Sims, or like baking in general? It's just, I think it's so relaxing, and if you actually take your time and like look at the way they do it, like, it's so interesting. Like, do you see this? She's actually mixing the dough and everything. That's why I also really love baking and food mods in general. Like, for example, Oni's cookbook, Stomach and Severinka. I think they have such good recipes. I'd actually show you Stomach and Severinka, but we don't have enough money right now. I mean, we do, but I don't have UA cheats so I can't just cheat it back. But basically, they have really like realistic recipes. more alpha-ish, but I think it's so cool. I think Ocean uses their recipes sometimes. But yeah, it makes me want to eat what the Sims eat, honestly. So, okay, the cupcakes are done, but we can't sell them for some reason. I don't know. Okay, well, that didn't work, so maybe let's make some classic vanilla cupcakes, because I know for sure that you can make those with the Cupcake Factory, and with the Cupcake Factory you can then sell them to the local bakery, as far as I know. We also still haven't posted the things we baked for the birthday, so we have to go ahead and do that in a minute, but for now I'll just make the cupcakes. Oh my god, Connor's calling. Connor is wondering if I want to go over to his house and hang out. Now, you guys, you saw that he was calling a lot in the last episode already, and I just kind of ignored it because I didn't think that it fit the story. But yeah, he's calling again, and honestly, I think that they might have been texting like from time to time a little more than they did initially, like maybe reacting to like stories or something. But yeah, I feel like there's a very intense need to actually talk. So maybe Connor is just like making a joke about something right now, and Laura's like, man, I should really have a talk with them because this is pretty awkward, and it's been like this for like, what, 1 or 2 weeks? So yeah, I think we will talk to him later in this episode. But that will have to wait now because we're busy, and I don't think that Laura's in the headspace right now because, yeah, she's busy. Oh my god, look at this. You can actually see the tray. Cooking level 6. Laura learned the recipe for blue confetti cake and chili. She also learned some cool tricks and new moves. That's so cool. That's so good for you. Okay, can we sell those? No, we can't sell those. Okay, so I googled and it seems that you can only sell to the local bakery if you made the goods with the cupcake machine. So we'll just pretend that she sold those. Let's just storytell. And anyway, what do we have to do? We still have something. Alright, let's go to our office and then we can go ahead and post about the food on social media. I won't post the cupcakes just yet because that was just kind of like a side gig she had. But we will be posting. Oh my god, listen to Space Hoo. But we will be posting the other pictures we took, so let's go ahead and update our social media status. So she's uploading the pictures of the fruit right now. Maybe she's also putting like a compelling caption or whatever you want to say. But yeah. Can we just please look at this? It's so beautiful outside. Okay, social media status updated. Who cares? Looks like 25, yeah. New followers care. Nice. Laura has gained 25 followers. Now I think she has a little more followers, but that's a good start, definitely. I actually think that her account maybe kind of sort of blew up. But that being said, we actually have to go ahead and change because we have to go to the apartments, and Laura, oh my god, sorry, and Laura actually has a special outfit for this occasion. Well, it's not really special, but she doesn't want to go in this outfit, she just wants to wear something a little different. So she'll go ahead and change, and then she can use the toilet, and then we can leave. Can we all please just appreciate this outfit? I feel like it screams Laura, I don't know why. It's so her, honestly, and it's still sweater because it looks like she has like 3 sweaters on. Oh my god, Connor's calling in. Not now. And yeah, it's really cold outside, so it's realistic, you know. Alright guys, so we have actually arrived at the first apartment with our real estate agent. Let's just go ahead and knock on the door. Oh, and here's actually a not landlord, or real estate agent. She's like, oh, come in, it's freezing outside. We're just gonna go ahead and say hi, we're gonna introduce ourselves. And I was like, hi, yeah, it's totally fine. Yeah, it's a bit chilly outside. Thank you for letting me in. And she's like, of course, no problem. So this is the bathroom first off. I just kind of wanted to show you this. As you can see, the tiles are very nice. We really care about keeping the apartment seat clean. Oh, hold on. My neighbor says the Romance Festival. We went to the Romance Festival on like the second episode, remember? Or the third? Sorry, Bobby, we can't right now, but maybe someday else. So Cecila's like, yeah, so we really care about, keeping the apartments clean. As you can see, there's a little crack right here, but nothing that can't be fixed. We're still kind of in the renovation stages. And it just makes this apartment feel kind of homey. And I was like, yeah, I hope it doesn't have rats. No, she won't say that, but her old apartment. So Cecile's like, yeah, so this is the bathroom. I can surely go and show you some other rooms you have. So let me just show you the kitchen area, because we actually have a really big kitchen here. Oh my god, look at Laura. She's actually looking at the apartment. Do you see that? Like, how she looks up there? That's so amazing. So Cecile's like, yeah, so this is the kitchen area, very spacious, very warm toned, very cozy. You can truly go and make a lot of great memories here. So let me just demonstrate you like how the oven functions and the fridge, because this is actually quite a new fridge. And Laura's like, yeah, sure, show me. And she actually really likes the tones of this kitchen. Oh my god. She thinks it's really beautiful and like really big actually, so... And look at all the cabinets and stuff. Oh my god. Oh my god, look how she's actually looking around. Do you see this? Oh my god! The dad of the girl from the last episode is calling. I heard there's a talent showcase going down in the lounge. Let's go embarrass ourselves. I think he's actually like trying to get her to pick up some gigs, like maybe a baking show. Oh my god, that's so kind of him, but we don't have time right now. So she's like, see, the food is such great quality and it goes so easily with those appliances. And Laura's like, yeah, that sounds great actually. So let's just go ahead and look at the rest of the apartment. She actually just kind of wants to look here, and yeah. And now she's like, there are some cracks in walls, and I don't know, but this seems kind of hard to fix, as we're very high up there. And Cecilia's like, yeah, she's just kind of trying to get herself out of the situation. I don't know what like our real estate agents say in this kind of situation. So I was like, yeah, I mean, cracks, and that's kind of. And Cecilia's like, yeah, but the rent is really cheap here, and for that price you get such a great kitchen also, and it's honestly so great. And Laura's just looking around and she's like, there are some cracks. It's not even cracks, it's like torn off wallpaper. But yeah, you get the point. So Cecile's like, yeah, let me actually just show you the bedroom, because it's really spacious. You would have so much space in here. You could like put a couch here, just cozy up. And then in the bedroom, you can actually also have an office because it's so big. You would still have enough space for whatever you want. And Laura's like, oh yeah, and it's really well lit in here as well. Cecile's like, yeah, see, you could even like work out here. You could have a full-blown office, like a bed area here, an office area here, and then you could like have a yoga mat here, And yeah, she's just like, I will leave you for yourself for a moment so you can just like visualize your stuff in here or whatever. Laura likes the apartment, but it's not really giving for her because, as you can see, if you look out the window, there's just a huge brick wall. And I mean, the side here is okay, but it's just not really her vibe, And she's like, So you said you have another apartment you want to show me, and Cecila's like, yeah, I actually have another one that's closer to where you live right now, so we can go there and I can show you. And I was like, yeah, sure. And it's getting a bit late, but that's fine, they have time. So Cecila's gonna show her the other apartment, and she seems really happy. So yeah, Laura seems a little bit insecure, and as you can see, she's already like wiping her arm and stuff because she's squeamish. As you saw in one of the older episodes, she got the squeamish trait. So yeah, she's not really feeling the comfiest in here. So we will go ahead and look at the other apartment. Alright, so we have arrived at the next apartment, and already it looks kind of expensive here, so Laura is a little bit worried, but Cecile said that it's totally fine and that she doesn't have anything to worry about, so let's just enter. And Cecile actually also has to come here, so let's get her. Okay, wow, this apartment is certainly big and doesn't look all that cheap. And that's also kind of the first impression that Laura gets. So let's talk to Cecile and let's just kind of joke about something. So Laura's like, oh, well, this certainly does look expensive. And Cecile's like, oh, well, it's kind of upper class, but yeah, I think it should fit in your budget. And Laura's like, well, okay then. And she's just gonna look at the kitchen area. And Cecile's like, so as you can see, there's like a lot of space in this apartment. Lots of room to grow, lots of room to put things, and it's just so huge. So as you can see, we have a huge kitchen area here, a very cozy kitchen, lots of space, lots of complementary colors, and a very modern stove. And Laura's like, oh, well, yeah, that surely looks nice, but it doesn't really look like something I can afford. And Cecile's like saying once again, I think you can afford it, but I don't know. And so yeah, Laura's just looking at the kitchen, she's looking around. Cecile's like, yeah, those counters, they're quite expensive, so this is really good bet you get here because you get so much good things. Oh, Laura wants to put some social money. So Cecilia's like, yeah, so we can also go upstairs if you want to go. But first, let me show you this balcony. It's amazing. It's really, you have such a great view, like, over the whole cityscape. And yeah, I would just leave you to yourself to look at this. So, oh my god, look at this. This is a dream, honestly. Oh my god. Cecile's like, yeah, so you have a huge balcony and a really great view on the cityscape. And Laura doesn't look too happy. As you can see, she's kind of uncomfy. She wants to go home because she's hungry. But you know, so she still has to look at this apartment. So let's just go upstairs. Cecile's also like, yeah, really great glass windows. They're really big and stuff. And yeah, let's just go upstairs. Or you can go upstairs by yourself and check the apartment out. Because I feel like Laura kind of wants to check it out herself as opposed to like being guided by Cecile. But Cecile is still here, so that's fine. So she's like, yeah, so we have this little hall here, and then when you enter here, this could, for example, be a bedroom for you. Or an office. This could also be an office. We also have this room, so as you can see, we have really nice flooring, really modern tiles in here, and this is another bedroom with also really big windows. So yeah, it's basically all up to you what you make of this. So you can also look at the bathroom if you want to. I actually have two bathrooms. So if you, for example, make this an office, you have a bathroom here, and already with a mirror and this really big shower. And then we also have another bathroom here, which is also really extravagant and lavish for the price of this apartment. So let me just show you. We have this like smart mirror here, lots of counters facing obviously a toilet, and then we have a jacuzzi, how do you pronounce it, on a platform. So Laura's like, yeah, that's really nice and all, but how much is this apartment? And Cecile's basically naming a very high price, and Laura's like, yeah, no, that's way out of my range. And so she's like, yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't think that I like any of those apartments in particular, I might look at some others, or maybe I'll choose the first one. And she's like, are you sure? I mean, this is a really great offer. But Laura's like, no, thank you, but I will call you back. But I have to go home now, And she's like, oh yeah, I understand that. It's really late, have a safe drive. And Laura's like, yeah, sure, I will get back to you. Alright, so we're back home, and as you noticed, Laura really didn't particularly like any of those apartments, though she thinks that she might decide for the first one because it's just cheaper and a little bit more tidier than her current apartment. So yeah, but she's really not all that happy because she just has like a gut feeling that there's something better and something that would fit her more. But yeah, she didn't really see any of that, and it was weird because she really had a deep feeling that there's something different, and she still kind of has. But now she's kind of losing hope, and she's like thinking to herself, yeah, maybe this is my only choice, so I guess I'll go with the apartment with the cracks on the walls. But we have to go ahead and make her some dinner. Let's just have a peanut butter jelly sandwich. I think that's what she would go for tonight. I actually also think that like eating ice cream at night in winter while it's like freezing outside is a vibe, honestly. So we also could have just eaten hello hello, but yeah, we have a peanut butter jelly sandwich now. And as you can see, she's not doing all too great. I mean, she's fine, but she was kind of hoping for something different. And as you can see, she's also quite relieved that she's alone now because, oh my god, that was a lot of socialization for her. So yeah, she's quite happy now. But we have to go ahead and brush our teeth, and then we will also head to sleep because it's pretty late, as you guys can see, really late. So let's brush our teeth and then we can go to sleep. Alright, so it is the next day, and we are actually with Latte, Bobby, and Kyla right now because they all wanted to celebrate Laura's little gig that she had last week. So, and can we just talk about like them? Like, did you see that? So, the thing between Laura and Kyle is they don't really have something. It's hard to describe, honestly. Yeah, as you can see, she's kind of flirty, but they've been kind of flirting, but it was more so a casual thing. So, but as you can see, So yeah, they kind of just had something casual, not really all too close, but they definitely want to get to know each other. Oh my god, girl, she wants to flirt with him. So he's talking about basketball, and Laura actually made some grilled cheese and tomato soup for all of them. Just kind of eat something warm. Okay, I think that they should all get like, oh my god! I think that they should all grab some grilled cheese. Acquired romance skill. Guys, I haven't really played with this expansion pack like at all. I've played with it like for 2 hours and then I stopped. So Laura's new romance skill will allow her to successfully flirt more frequently and romance others faster. Laura can now research romance tips on the computer and perform a romantic introduction. Guys, oh my god, look at them. Bobby's sitting between them. Girl, why? Okay, so Latte is chilling over here, and they all seem to enjoy the food. God, where are you going? Oh my god. Oh my god, look at them. They don't want to sit next to Bobby, they want to sit next to each other. Oh my god, that's so cute. So yeah, as I said, they kind of have something casual, something laid back. They've talked quite a couple of times, and how do you describe it? It's like kind of, when you see each other, it's like hi, and then you hug each other, and like there's chemistry, but like, yeah, they haven't really like acted all that much on that, but they're kind of close, but not. Oh my god, she wants to kiss his hands and declare her love publicly. Girl! Okay, maybe she's trying to seem macho, because this is crazy, but she never had a boyfriend or a partner in general in high school, so maybe now she's kind of trying to seem hard to get or whatever. But as you can see, she's totally crazy about him. So maybe it's just kind of a chill thing between both of them, but she doesn't really know how to act. So yeah, she is really heavily into him, but she just wants to seem chill, you know? Oh my god, look at her. Okay, so Bobby's like, girl, I'm so glad that your gig went well, honestly. And she's like, yeah, Kyle, what do you think about the food I made? He's like, it tastes amazing, honestly, it's excellent. Latte's like, yeah, you know, in high school, Laura was like kind of a loner, you know. And Laura's like, Latte, stop. Because they know each other since high school, that's so cute. I think they know each other like maybe since the last grade of middle school or since high school started. They know each other for a long time, that's what I'm trying to say. So Kyle's like, hey, I have to leave now. I have like a comedy gig coming up. And Laura's like, yeah, sure, see you. So Kyle actually is quite busy, which kind of contributes to the fact that they haven't really hung out all that much. You've been selected for the 7 Wild Dates romance-based reality show. Guys, I haven't seen anything about this expansion pack. This is so interesting. I'm kind of hesitant. I mean, yeah, sign her up, dude. Go for it. Because I feel like she's kind of, as I said, she's trying to play hard to get. So, maybe. So what I haven't told you guys is that this morning Laura actually found a listing for another apartment. And as I told you, she had a gut feeling that there would be something better. And turns out there was. She found a listing for an apartment that she would really like to move into. It looks so homey. She hasn't seen all that much about it because the pictures were kind of lacking, but it looks so homey, and there's like a little store beneath the apartment. So yeah, and basically she's just asking Latte and Bobby right now. She's like, hi, so I saw this listing and it looks so nice and it's like all I've ever wished for, but it's so far away. It's all the way over in Burnham Bay, and I don't know, I don't want to leave you guys here, you know. We all have our lives here, and if I move, maybe everything will change. And Latte's like, I mean, we can still be friends, you know. It's not that long of a drive. It's a normal amount, you know. I mean, you can move if you don't really want to go there. Go do it, like fulfill your dreams. And she's like, yeah, there's like a little store beneath it. Maybe it has to do with cooking or baking. And Latte's like, yeah, you, girl, if you want to go, you know. And she's like, are you sure? And Bobby and Latte are like, yes, of course. And Latte's like, I've actually heard that Kyle is pretty close to Brenton Bay, so. And Laura's like, Latte, stop. So basically they're telling her, go for it. And Laura's like, well, actually, there's like, I can visit, but it's pretty soon. It's like in an hour. And Latte's like, what are you waiting for then? Get in your car and go. Like, get moving. And she's like, really? And they're like, yes, go for it, absolutely. Laura's like, thank you so much, Latte, and thank you so much, Bobby. You don't even know how much this means to me. Oh my god! She's like, I will totally update you on this. Thank you so much. And Latte's like, chill, you're not moving yet, so it's fine. And Laura's like, yeah, still, Thank you so much. Let me hug you, Bobby. Okay guys, so as you can see, we have arrived at our destination. We've actually arrived at the place that Laura wanted to visit, and we're here with a real estate agent. Her name is Olivia. So we're basically just kind of joking right now, kind of getting to know each other, and while we're talking, Olivia's like, yeah, so we should totally go inside now. And Laura's like, yeah, sure, it's kind of cold out here. Already from the outside, Laura is infatuated with this place, but now that she's actually entering, she's amazed because she knew that there was a store down here, but no one ever said that it was a cafe or even a bakery. She doesn't even know what this is, but it looks beautiful, and she notices this little Christmas tree here, and like this foosball table, and like it looks so cozy to her. Look at her, she's so happy. And the lighting is so bright. So just as Laura is taking everything in, her real estate agent is like, look, I'm so sorry you have to go through here. It's kind of inconvenient, but we can go upstairs. And Laura's like, no, that's no problem at all. I think it's really homey in here. And she's like, oh, well, yeah, that's good. See, if you move here, you can grab yourself a coffee or even some baked goods. And Laura's like, oh, so this is a bakery? And she's like, yeah, this is a bakery. Already, Laura's just amazed with how this place looks. Even though it seems to be closed because no one's in here, the light is so bright and the colors are so comfortable for her. She just feels at home here, and it immediately feels just beautiful to her. So as she's walking up the stairs, she's taking everything in, every single smell, everything, every single texture, everything, and it just feels so amazing. So they're going to go inside, and her real estate agent's like, so should we go in? Inside the apartment, Laura already feels it. This is her apartment for her, and it feels perfect. It feels like it's cut out for her. So she's just going to look at it and all that stuff. Her real estate agent is like, so we have a little kitchen area here if you want to go ahead and look at it. You know, we have very homey counters. The walls are a little bit rough, as you can see, but a little bit of paint can truly fix that. And yeah, so we have a little kitchen area here. We also have a bigger kitchen in here, so if you want to check that out, you can truly do so. So Laura is amazed with this place. They have 2 sinks, 2 stoves even, I think. Yeah, look. And Laura's like, wow, why is this kitchen so extravagant? And she's like, you know, the baker from below used to live here, so she has a lot of appliances and all that stuff. I mean, she got a lot of expensive stoves, but now she's renting this space out because she found somewhere new to live. And yeah, that's basically why this is so extra. So Laura's just looking at all the cabinets. Look at this. This is so much. Laura just wants to go check this area out real quick. Her real estate agent is like, so yeah, this is the living room space. You can even like turn on the thermostat or whatever it's called. We also have a little like fireplace, I guess you could say, in here. I mean, you could try to light it if you want to. And Laura's like, really? I mean, sure. The real estate agent is like, you can make so much tasty food in here. It's such a big space, honestly. So yeah, it's just so homey, you know. A lot of people like this place. And Laura's like, wow, this fireplace is amazing. And yeah, she's just infatuated. And her real estate agent is saying, so if you go through this door, you can actually go ahead and check out the bathroom if you want to. Laura's like, oh yeah, I'll do that. So the bathroom has really warm colors, as you all can see. There's a little mirror, even a big window, and this nice shower. Her agent is like, yeah, down there you can even see the dogs and all that stuff. And should I show you the bedroom? Laura's like, yeah, sure, go ahead and show me. The agent's like, so if you go through this little doorway here, you actually have a really cozy room. You could have like your sleeping area here and maybe an office here. I mean, I don't know what you do for a living, but you know. And I was like, yeah, I can totally see that. So immediately by entering this place, Laura feels really calm and she really just loves this place so much. And her agent can see that. So yeah, Laura really likes this place, but she's kind of worried because this place has 2 kitchens and one of them is already like a third because it has 2 stoves and 2 sinks. So she's like, well, what's the price for this place? She's like, so how much is it? And her agent is saying a really high price right now. It's not all that high, but it's definitely not something she can just go ahead and pull out her pocket. And as you all know, she has to move really quickly, and so yeah, she doesn't really have a lot of time to just go ahead and save up for a place because she has to move now. So she's like, I honestly don't know if I can afford this. And her agent's like, oh, well, that's fine. I mean, this is a great offer, don't get me wrong. Like, you will never get a place like this for this price. This is actually really inexpensive if you would ask me. But I was like, I know I see it, but it's just really not in my budget, you know. So as they both go out, Laura is devastated because she really wants to move here, and this is definitely a place that her gut has told her about, but she just doesn't see a way, and she's thinking of ways to maybe make some money really quickly just so she can move here. And she's seeing this, like, this person, this worker here, the person who owns this place, and she just feels so at home immediately. So over the counter, this woman here is already like, hey, can I help you with something? And the estate agent is like, oh no, we were just looking places, it's fine. And she's like, you look oddly familiar. And that's just what the estate agent is kind of thinking to herself, but she's not expressing it. So I was like, yeah, I was just checking out this place upstairs, you know, but I don't think it's in my plans, honestly. I don't have enough. I just can't afford it. And the baker's like, oh, that's really sad. Well, you look really kind. And I was like, oh, thank you. And she's also like, she looks kind of familiar. But none of them can really wrap their head around where they've seen each other. So I think we're just going to head home for now. As Laura is leaving, she's still kind of looking at her phone, kind of looking for ways to still afford this apartment. And maybe she could take out a loan, she's telling herself. And in that moment, she actually sees that she hasn't texted her dad back yet, and she feels like it's really needed. And especially now that she's like at such a weird state right now, she just wants to meet up with him spontaneously. It's not all that late yet, don't look at the clock. It's, I'd say, maybe 8 p.m. or something. So she wants to meet up with her dad. Oh my god, look at the cat! Bro, that definitely makes Laura want to move here. Oh my god. She's trying to call him. And she's like, Dad, can we meet up really quick? And she's like, it's late, but okay, yeah, we can meet up. Alright guys, so we have arrived with our dad. We decided to go on a little walk in a little creek since it was not all that close, but you know, I was on our way. So let's just brighten his day because I think there's still some awkward tension between them, so they wouldn't really hug, I guess. She's like, hi dad, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I didn't call, I should have called. And he's like, you did call. And she's like, yeah, I should have called more, I should have come over because you didn't pick up. And he's like, I'm sorry, I didn't pick up. And this is very hard for him to say in a way. And Laura doesn't really know why, but that's just the way it is. So they've decided to go on a little stroll. I know Laura's mine, but they decided to go here and sit on a bench just to kind of sit by the lake. This has a lot of childhood memories for them. Obviously, they used to live close to this neighborhood, so this is kind of nostalgic for all of them. Connor's like, Laura, why are you walking so fast? Just slow down a little bit. And Laura's like, I'm sorry, I've had such a stressful day. Connor's like, so why did you want to meet up? You didn't answer my texts, it was kind of weird. And Laura's like, listen, I feel like we need to talk about stuff. It wasn't right how I reacted that day. And Connor's listening, and he's like happy that she's apologizing. And then there comes the but. And Laura's like, oh my god, don't talk to your dad like that. And Laura's like, but you weren't responding the best either. And now Connor is kind of hurt. And he's like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? And she's like, I can have my own relationships and I can talk to people without having to worry that you're right around the corner. And she's kind of scared to say it, but that's just what it is. I think it would be best if we had just had a deep conversation with him right now. Do you see how he's looking at her? He knows that it's serious and he knows that this needs to be talked about, but he's just kind of afraid about what's to come. So Laura's like, Dad, you've been there for me a lot since Mom has passed, and I really appreciate that. And you've taken so much care of me, and I know that you tried your best to fill the role that she was to me and to kind of replace that. And he's like, I didn't try to replace your mother. And she's like, please just listen. I know you didn't try to replace her, but I know that you tried to be there for me. And I know that it was just as hard for you. And instead of caring about yourself during that time, you tried to give me strength. And I really appreciate that. That's not healthy. And I'm worried about you too. And you didn't pick up your phone. And he's like, I think that's enough. And she's like, no, sit down. We have to talk. So I really appreciate that you've been there for me. And I really appreciate just how you treated me and all that stuff and that you care so much. But I care about you equally. And if you don't pick up your phone when I call you because you haven't been answering me for days, then I'm worried and then I don't know what's going on with you. And if I would do the same to you, then you would be just as worried. And she's like, I'm sorry, Dad, but you're such a big part of my life, even at times when I don't want you to be there necessarily, and I'm not trying to insult you with that, but I love you more than anything. You're my father, but and he's still trying to leave. And he's like, I don't want to hear it. And she's like, I'm just sorry, but I think we shouldn't talk to each other for some time. And he's like, what do you mean? Not talk to each other? Laura's like, and he's like, I mean, you're important to me. And she's like, yeah, that's what I just said. I know that I'm important to you and you're just as important to me, but I feel like some distance would be beneficial for both of us. And he's like, are you serious? And she's like, I'm an adult. I'm 24. I can do this on my own. Oh my god, it's starting to rain in real life. Do you hear that? Oh my god. And he's like, well, okay then, but can I at least text you? And she's like, only in emergencies, is that okay? And he's shocked, obviously, and this is not an easy decision for her to make, but she knows that this is what she needs right now. So yeah, he's gone home and she will go home as well. So just as Laura is leaving, she's thinking about everything. She's thinking about the choice she has made. She's thinking about the apartments, and she's like, well, I guess I have to move into the first apartment then, because I don't know, I just kind of thought that, and she's kind of not feeling it right now. She's not feeling all too well. This was very heavy for her and a very heavy day. As you can see, it's almost sunrise, so it's been a really long time. But just in this moment where she's like, I guess I have to move into the apartment that I saw before, and not into the one that I want to move in, she's checking her phone, and she sees that she actually got a message. And she can't believe what she's reading, but the message is like, hi, I want to book you for a gig. And she clicks on the profile and she sees that the gigs seem to pay really well. And she's like, kind of talking about stuff like, oh, okay, when, how much? And the person is responding, just as much as you need for your new apartment. So guys, I will leave you on this cliffhanger. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I really hope you enjoyed. I know it was a very long one possibly, and it was definitely a little more intense than others, I'd say. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun. This will be not the last episode, but we will only have like 1 or 2 episodes left. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this episode. After this season, by the way, there will be a season 2, so don't worry about that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like and subscribe, and with that being said, please also take care of yourself.